to Sunday school today. I'll bet you can tell where we are again. Do you know? In the sanctuary. And we're going to learn a little bit more about our sanctuary today. But before we do that, we're going to do a Miss Jana song. And you know what that means. Everybody stand up. All right, is everybody standing up? I think you'll remember this one. Let's sing. Our story today is about Solomon. And you know that down below you can find the link so you can pull up the Bible story. So it looks like this. And you can pull up the worksheets. There happens to be 3 of them. And I've got them out of order, but there's 3 of them. And you can work on those if you want to. Now, in this story about Solomon, he's building a temple. And we've talked about this before. We've talked about how they built temples so that they would have a place to worship God. Kind of like we have a place in our sanctuary and in our gym. And one thing that you'll notice in this story is that they were very, very particular about how they decorated this temple because they wanted it to be beautiful. And it was. And in our deep blue friends are actually looking at a building. It's Caleb's lighthouse while they're helping him with chores, and they find some parts of that are beautiful too. So I thought that we would look at parts of our church, because you know what? When they were building this, they wanted it to be beautiful. And in this sanctuary, when you're in here, you can tell that it is beautiful. Now, and you can also, remember we talked about different names for things and how they've got, particularly what I'm sitting on. Who remembers what this is called? Not a bench. It's a pew. A pew. That's right. And let's see, we talked about where the preacher stands is called the pulpit. We talked about these things hiding under here, remember? This one's easy. Every church has a Bible. That's pretty easy. But do you remember what the songbook is called? That's kind of a different name that you don't hear outside of church. See, in the sanctuary when we sing, we use this book, and it's called a hymnal. A hymnal. Now, let's go see what else we can discover about our church. In our Deep Blue Kids video, when they were helping Caleb, they found a big block with a date on it. And Caleb told them that that was the date that the lighthouse was built. And do you know that most big buildings have a big block that says when it was built? And I found ours. This is our cornerstone right here. And it says, "To the glory of God in 1998. Now that's when the new church was built. The new church. Now some of this over here is the old part of the church, but over here is the new part of the church. And that's what this cornerstone is marking, 1998. I wonder what else we can find. Look what I found. Something that made our church beautiful. Do you see this? It's called a stained glass window. Let me tell you about this. Back when my children were little, like you, and they went to Sunday school, we had kind of a scary thing happen at church, and it caught fire, and it was pretty scary. And some of us that were members of the church, after the firefighters put the fire out, we came up to try to help clean things out and save some things like the handbells and some instruments and some books and toys in the preschool and that kind of thing. And one thing I was doing out here, and there were a lot of people out here, is walking around, and I found a treasure. And it looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. And I picked it up, and it was kind of charcoaly where it had burned. And you know what it is? It is part of a stained glass window. When the church caught fire, it was mostly in the roof, and it got really, really hot. And in a fire, when a building gets really, really hot, the windows, and there were all kinds of pieces of stained glass all over the yard, and I happened to pick up this one. So you know what? This one is part of the old stained glass that used to be in the church before the fire. Now we lost a lot of that, obviously, because it broke up. But and we put in brand new stained glass, which looks a little bit different than this. It's also brighter. So this is what the new stained glass looks like. And let's see if we can go find some beautiful old stained glass that's still in the still in the sanctuary? Do you think they were able to save any of it? Do you think some of it didn't break? Let's find out. Look what I found. This is one of the old windows. It didn't break. And while they were building and doing the new part of the sanctuary, they cleaned it up so you could see through it. Not like this one. I didn't clean it. It still has the smoky on it, which is why, and see the break, which is why you really can't see the design. But let me help you. I'll help you find the design. Let's see. That's not it. No, that's not it. There it is. It came out of the corner of one of the stained glass windows. And I kept it. For how many years now? Probably 25, 27. I kept it for a long, long time. See, so we have done stuff to make our sanctuary beautiful, just like Solomon did things to make his sanctuary beautiful. Well, I'm glad you went on this little hunt with me to find our treasures in our sanctuary and our beautiful things. But you know what time it is. May there always be sunshine. May there always be blue skies. May there always be children. May there always be you. May there always be stories. May there always be music. May there always be churches that we can go to. Now it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Yes, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye, so give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Goodbye, friends. See you next time.